Hello, people, and welcome back to Keefe Private Investigations. Here, we bring you the most informative stories that you cannot just get elsewhere. I'm Michaela, and today, a sex trafficking private investigator will be telling human traffickers how to know if a human trafficking detective is about to catch them. Do not touch the dial and keep on watching. Don't forget that for top-notch private investigation services in Oklahoma, which you cannot get elsewhere, call Keefe at 405-435-8355, and you will not regret it. Before we go into details, remember to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the bell for subsequent updates. Human trafficking is a heinous crime that leads to so much pain for the victim of human trafficking. It is still happening, and although people have tried to stop it from happening, more work still needs to be done. Most human traffickers are still operating a successful human trafficking ring because they cover their tracks and are not caught. But some have been caught because no matter how they try to prevent it, they leave a trail behind that is caught by private investigators in Oklahoma City. The best sex trafficking private investigator in Edmond, Oklahoma shares that no matter how a human trafficker may try not to leave a trail, some human trafficking detectives in OKC are too good and will end up catching them. A human trafficker should know that a sex trafficking private investigator in Piedmont, Oklahoma, is about to catch them because there is a digital trail left. The reason is that when investigations are carried out, it is easier to pick up a digital trail from online advertising than these human traffickers did. For human traffickers that do not use word of mouth for referrals, they access platforms that they can use to share information about their human trafficking victim services, which can be tracked. The social media accounts or profiles of these human traffickers also provide a great way of getting the connection, identity, and locations of these human traffickers. Their dark web transactions and VPN use form part of useful digital trails. A human trafficking detective in Del City, Oklahoma, while carrying out private investigations, also notices that some human traffickers are not wise enough to use burner phones, so it is easy to track their communications on social media, messaging apps, or emails, which leads to private investigators in Lawton finding sensitive information concerning the human trafficking operations. Additionally, money will be paid for the illegal services rendered. Some customers make transfers instead of giving physical cash, so trailing digital payments makes it possible for sex trafficking private detectives in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, to find out financial dealings and money laundering activities of human traffickers, leading to their arrest. In the course of the investigation, human trafficking detectives in Edmond, Oklahoma, follow physical trails, which leads to them arresting human traffickers. There are times when these human traffickers use rental cars or public transportation, and they may unknowingly leave behind GPS data that, when looked into, can expose their human trafficking location. They can leave tickets or receipts behind that aid in the investigation process. When these human traffickers rent properties, motels, and hotels, it may provide crucial evidence needed to uncover their location and activities they carry out. Sex trafficking private investigator in Bixby, Oklahoma, also shares that they can catch human traffickers when they lay hands on communication devices that can help them get crucial information. These communication devices include things like discarded phones or SIN cards of these human traffickers. If the human trafficking private detective and more, can pinpoint the human trafficker, they can get the evidence they need to nab him or her when they access their identification documents, clothing, or personal belongings that are seen at the crime scene or the human trafficking victim is in custody of. Another way that a human trafficking private detective in Mustang can catch on to a human trafficker is through the help of other human traffickers or their associates. They include the pimps, money launderers, corrupt officials, gang members, etc. when the sex trafficking private investigator in Tulsa, OKC, catch any of them and promise them a reduced sentence for crucial information, they are often willing to spill everything about their partners, everything about the human trafficking network, criminal organizations that private detectives in Oklahoma City were not even aware of, and other leads or suspects that have been operating under the radar. Sometimes, to pinpoint and catch human traffickers, victim testimonies are all that you need. The victims of human trafficking have valuable information about their traffickers, which may be difficult for private detectives in Nichols Hills to get on their own, like the tattoos and scars they have, accurate physical descriptions, vehicle descriptions, social media handles, how they control and manipulate the human trafficking organization, meeting time and location, those in charge and subordinates. With these victim statements or testimonies, human trafficking private detectives in the Village, Oklahoma can identify new suspects and victims of human trafficking, build cases against these human traffickers that can stand in court, and also understand the tactics and patterns these human traffickers use, which has helped them evade the law and punishment. It is a blessing that most human traffickers pay no attention to the digital and physical trails that they leave behind, which makes the work of a sex trafficking private investigator in Norman, Oklahoma much easier because they use these trails to catch the human traffickers. So human trafficking private detectives in Yukon, should not neglect this wealth of information. Instead, they should use it to bring these human traffickers to book and ensure that human trafficking ends while also getting the human trafficking victims the justice that they deserve. At Keefe Private Investigations, we see how important it is for the criminal justice system to take its time in carrying out thorough investigations and to ensure that justice is served well. For more insights or our services, visit us at www.privateinvestigator.com or Michaela@obslugal.com. Like, share, and subscribe for more informative content. Until next time, please stay alert, and if you see a story you want us to feature, send us a message. I love you for watching this far. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the bell for subsequent updates.